Yeah.
Absolutely ethereal, might I add.
Thank you. It actually started even further back as a theater piece that I did in when I was in undergrad at NYU. That was a source material for the short film. That was a source material for the feature film. So it has spanned 10 years through multiple disciplines, through multiple different collaborators that have championed my voice, and I'm just so excited that in Pride Month, during this time in the country where to be trans, to be intersex, to be queer is so inflammatory, that, you know, I can make this movie and it can be seen to a broad audience, and the message of, you know, acceptance and redemption and finding who you are can reach the people who need it.
Inclusion, sorry.
Yeah, I think the movie does this brilliant thing of like making it fun and entertaining, but underneath there's this core story about identity and the drama of what it means to not feel like you belong somewhere. And I think that transcends beyond any one identity. And so I hope that people watching the movie can just, you know, see that to be an intersex person is like to be a human, and it's universal, and can create more compassion towards all kinds of people.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, it's like finally, right? You know, the cast is star-studded, and not only with, you know, names that mainstream sees, but like, you know, a lot of new faces, a lot of queer new faces, trans new faces. And that's what it's all about, especially when you have somebody like River who is writing a beautiful story and then includes, like, you know, the community. Like, that is so important when we're telling queer stories. And get the most authentic story possible. So it's really great. Like, I'm super excited that the world gets to finally see it. Yeah, I think one, it shows that we can do it. Like, I think that's so important. And, you know, I've been in so many rooms with directors and writers who are like, I don't know any queer actors, I don't know any trans actors. And I'm like, we're here, we've been here. So hopefully this allows yet another set of information for Hollywood to see us and to really be like, okay, they can do it, let's hire them. Hire us.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Of course, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So I mean, I met River at Tribeca when the short was there. River doesn't remember, but I do, because I was really struck by them. And I mean, I think it's a really unique story. I think River's got a really unique voice, and so I think I said something like that to them at that time. And then weirdly, I was writing a short film at some point, and wanted to get in touch with River for a role in it, and I didn't have any contact for them, and so I looked them. We were friends on Facebook, and I saw this button that had a phone on it, and I pressed it, and River went, "Hello?" And so we talked on Facebook phone, which was very weird and awkward and a little stalkerish, and had a really lovely conversation, and then kind of stayed in contact. That short film didn't happen, but then when River was making the feature of PONYBOI, they reached out, and I was on board immediately. I just think they're amazing and love the stories. It's beautiful, you know. I think when you're sort of playing some sort of heroic character, you want to make them, well, you don't always want to make them human, I guess, but with this character, I wanted to make him very kind of warm and human and not sort of out of reach, just someone that really is open and willing to connect. So yeah, that was really what we were sort of intending or kind of trying to do in the scenes, and so it was beautiful to work on the scenes because, you know, we just had to breathe and kind of look into each other's eyes and connect with each other. So it was quite lovely.
I mean, listen, I'm somebody who, like, I don't love hearing from the same voices over and over again in this industry, and so as much as I can, like, as an actor, like, if I have the, you know, fortune to make any sort of choice at any time in my career, like, I want to be doing things that, to me, I think feel fresh and new, and from people that we're not hearing from every day. you know, and I think that's really important. And you know, this had the whole bag. You know, this is also like when I first read the script, I was just like, I mean, it was one of the most unique and cool rides I'd ever seen. You know, and I mean, there's just never been anything like it, like by fact. You know, there's never been a lead intersex character in a film before, and that's kind of a wild thing. But it's an amazing moment to be able to be part of something like that and to have that coming out now. And yeah, I just think it's huge. I think it's huge for the intersex community. It's a largely unrepresented community in this industry, and it's a big moment for the trans community with what's going on. And it's amazing that I got to lend any piece to it whatsoever. Well, I mean, you hope that this industry is, whether we like it or not, it's largely responsible sort of for what we kind of perceive as being normalized in culture, you know? So, yeah, the fact that this movie is infused to pop culture right now, and hopefully, I mean, people gotta come see it, you know? That's another aspect of this, right? Like, that sort of matters to the industry more than anything, right? Despite all these hurdles of getting it made and getting it out and getting it sold and getting it into theaters, hopefully people show up to see it. But you know, it can be educational. I mean, there's so many people that didn't, I would say, aren't even familiar with the concept of being intersex, you know? I mean, River themselves, didn't even sort of find out in their own life journey until very late in the game, you know, from their parents, and it's a very unique journey, and one we do not see a lot told in stories in visual media, you know. So yeah, I just hope for that to be, you know, even just people hearing about the movie to understand a little bit about what being intersex is, you know, and for everyone to get to know River, because they are such a special person, they're such a star that it's I don't know, I hope it's just a huge coming out party for one of my favorite people.